It's day one of the lockdown of major parts of Accra and Kaswa as well as Kumasi. The streets look deserted. Accra looks dead. This bus stop here on the ring road at the Akwaji interchange would have been a very busy sight as passengers haggle into buses and trotro which are moving towards Nima, to Accra, Seko, Kanishi. Today, this bus stop looks deserted. The vehicles we are using this route are mostly private vehicles. What I'm going to do for the Citi Newsroom today is to observe a few things. How are people in some communities like Nima observing the lockdown? Join me. Let's negotiate towards Nima and see what the picture looks like over there. So just upon entering Nima, there seems to be a gridlock. We're unclear why this would be. A look over the vehicles reveals a police barricade ahead. We'll get there to see what they are inspecting and what they are checking. So we're getting close to the police checkpoint, and this officer is... Okay, all right, we've just been waved away. On the shoulders of the road, not the usual Nima as you would know it, but there are still tabletop stalls, a few shops or a few kiosks are opened. There's movement actually. This looks like an interesting scene here. There's some people wearing jackets. Let me just get down and engage them. Hello, I'm from Citi TV. I noticed you're walking with your canes. I just don't know what's happening.
Yes.
What's happening here? Why this beautiful Kantamanto?
Okay, as usual, government have given directive. And as assembly, we need to make sure that directive is carried out.
Okay.
So we and the police and the military team up together this morning to go around to see that people are complying with the order and the directive. So that's why you see us in this way.
So far, what have you seen in your observation?
I think so far so good. For now, we have visited the markets. We have visited some places, cafes and other things. I think they are.
So why the canes?
The canes, we have some casualties among the children. Some of them, when we see them, we need to lash them and send them home. And we are just holding it. Children, when they see cane, they will run. So we just to scare them too. So
you're not using the cane on adults?
No. How for the adult? When we see that the adult is not complying, we will call the police to pick the person.
What we are going to do is to follow you and just observe closely and quietly who you're going to whip or who you're not going to whip.
Today we are not going to. Today is education that we are doing. Okay. But from tomorrow, when we find out that somebody is not trying to obey, that is where we will do.
You may have to whip the
by all means.
Okay, we are following you, please.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so he was being questioned as to where he was going. On the other side, they are doing random stops to check vehicles whether or not they are obeying the social distance. What's happening in here?
They are loading tutu. We have to check them. Although they are making overloading, okay. So I think they are complying now.
Okay. They are ordering people to lock up their shops. So this is a public toilet, and so you are trying to maintain order. Who runs this place? You? No, it's here. Oh, you are in charge of this place. Come and talk to me. How has it been so far? People have to come here.
Yeah.
How many people come here every day?
Oh, more than 400 people.
400 people. So how many people came the whole of today so far?
Today, at least 250.
At least 250. So how are you treating them to ensure they don't spread the virus? Okay. How are you making sure people don't spread the virus?
When they can, I'll give them gap. And I told them that I don't want them to get that.
Instruction is Jegida. Jegida in Hausa means go home. That's what they have been told. Simply go home. This is a bit of an interesting one. Social distancing is supposed to be observed. Can I speak to you? Why are you all locked up in here? I don't know what's what.
Yeah, she net now send almost a more banner, inside. Patry.
I am shop and I am Mudam.
Patra Haneda.
Mudu was an amua.
Patro Nipa
4. Okay. I'm going to peep through. It is not fair to invade their privacy, but I'll just peep through. And there's a straw mat. I will not show their room. It's not fair to them. But they have a straw mat. There's a huge fridge. And there's what looks like a shelf. And that is what they have in here. And there are 4. Mo bathroom wine. And a toilet. Let me cross to the other side of the street. A cosmetic shop is being locked down. What's happening here? What you're asking here to close down?
Not to close down. We don't want the people to be crowded here. Okay. So you close one door, then she will be sitting down here. If somebody wants to buy something, then she will enter and serve that person. That's the purpose that we want to do, because we don't want the people to be crowded here. To reduce their contact.
So it's both education and instruction and enforcement that is happening here. As a task force in the Ayawaso East municipality moves around to enforce the lockdown, the partial lockdown.
Oh man, it's cancer. Simple as services. No, obusa free, obusa free. Who is Sotuno? Oh, okay, question them. What's it for fear? Mr. Kofi, who say? Many questions you feed you ana. I look at them say, yes, he may impie. None of them impie. They said them all feeding me ana. That's how we sell the South.
So the confusion here seems to be coming from a young man who has gone to purchase food. The task force queried him as to why he's staying home and moving about or roaming about. And the response is what angered them. He has asked them whether they'll be feeding him when he stays home. That is leading to this skirmish here. And it seems the policeman has come in and order is maintained, rather. And the task force proceeds further to check other areas here in Nima. The Ken-wielding task force is still ensuring people remain indoors. The president has said the frontage of your house is the front line of the battle.
Come and pour this one.
You see, they say no. They have to pour looking soap here, and the water different. But this one, they say they mix it. This is Omo. This is not a looking soap. We go around and educate people.
And come and fill this water.
Fill the water again. Come, fill it quickly.
Close down the toilet. So make sure you do the right thing.
Catch a bula. On top looking soap. Any tea and mount. Toilet clear can send on the pants. Aye. Yantem catch you.
Liquid soap. You see this thing?
And so as we comb through Nima and observe challenges that the task force identified, this particular house seems to have a hen coop right in the front. There's a little room and the owner of the house has been summoned into us.
Davi, one idea way, and yeah, Mao 24 hours. Yeah, person have been one idea we are by this time.
So this is the Kanda Highway. Ordinarily, this would have been a very busy time of the day with vehicles stuck in a gridlock. But it looks as dry as a desert. To the right is Nima, a slum, popular slum here in the heart of Ghana's national capital, Accra. And to the left, a sharp contrast, an affluent community, Kanda. We've seen the pictures in Nima. We've seen the state of affairs in Nima. But what is the state of affairs in Kanda? Let's develop the contrast.
Yeah. All right, so in your shot, you have some women who are actually washing their hands here, trying to protect themselves. Who wash you, sir? Before I will call markets no more.
Pachoyare na abano, yesi ano odin pa. Enti ne oso baby abedu bia nsuo ho bia, ode ohoro nsa. Ansa na wawura baby a wokọ. Uyi sika nso a sanitizer na ade apepa nsa. Nti baby abedu bia nsuo si ho bia no. Ede say ohoro nsa. In fact,
I like that. Sa. Okay.
Hi, okay. Show him fan sound show us wanum. Enti ano so bema ya boy ho ban amayare no entimi enya yen bebre.
Now
with the permission of the owners of this house, we're going to come in to see how the situation is like. And how is the day going?
Normal but boring.
He says the day is boring. How is your day?
It's boring too.
It's boring. What did you do today? Did you study? You were watching a movie? What did you do?
I was studying.
What did you study?
Studied English and interscience, integrated science.
How easy was it for you to be learning on your own in the house, alone?
It's not easy. Sometimes you fall asleep, sometimes you are just tired. It's boring.
Are there distractions in the house?
Yes, plenty.
Tell me some of them.
Like the chores you have to do, being called when in the middle of learning. So there are plenty distractions.